Hey everyone, welcome to yoga. This is Lindsay McDougall. I'm happy to have you here as we continue our study for our second month of more of a series of yoga treatments. So today we're going to make our way up for the third time into Bird of Paradise. So already we've had some practice and some balancing and some twisting. So I'm going to try and get to everything today so we can have a little fun with that at the end. So what I'd like for us to do to start is to come to our backs, have a strap and a blanket next to you and space to move around. And we'll get situated. So we're going to spend some time here, just get really into our breath and really arriving here now. Letting the back of the head, the hips, and the feet be heavy, and taking a big inhale into the body. And exhale, release. And inhaling. Exhale, release. Tongue at the top of the upper palate, inhale. Feel the whole chest, feel the whole body. Inhale in the breath. And exhale completely. Top down. Take one more deep breath like this. And exhale. Inhale, reach the arms behind you. Exhale, bend the right knee. Pull the chin in, bring the knee in. And exhale, nice long spine, reach. Inhale, pull the left knee in. Bring knee to nose, right leg long. And switch sides. Exhale, fully of breath. Inhale to expand. Exhale fully of breath. Inhale to expand. Exhale, bring both knees in. Pull them into the chest. Grab opposite of outer feet and come into happy baby, pressing the tailbone down. Bring that right knee in and leave the left one to bring the left leg long and pull that right knee in with both hands, straightening out the knee, bring the knee to touch the triceps or even upper arm, upper shoulder area. Breathing is through the abdomen and left shoulder is down. Good. Release, inhale, expand, reach, stretch. And exhale, bring the left knee in. Pull to happy baby. You can use both sides. But then we're going to let the right leg be long and bring both hands to the left foot, pulling that knee into the tricep, into the upper arm. Extend that right leg if you haven't already. And try and bring the left hip out to the left as you bring the knee into the right. Expand the sacrum. Last breath. Inhale, reach, stretch. And exhale, roll over to one side and make your way to cat-cow. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, pull the belly in, tuck the chin. Inhale, reach the chest long, shoulders down the back, elbows back. Exhale, curl all the vertebrae of the back, pressing into the shins and the hands. A couple more like this. inhale, come up to sitting, your hips are over your knees, and then bring the left foot out to the left. So if you need to pivot on your mat a bit to bring the right shin flat or on a blanket, you're going to come into Geek Pose. So bring that left hip out. Tuck the left hip under. Left foot is flat. Inhale, reach the arms wide. Exhale, lean over to the left. Sliding that left hand down the outer shin. Right arm is coming up. And we're gazing up at the ceiling through the arm, underneath the arm. So rotate that chest. Bring the right shoulder down and back. Good. And then twist the neck a little bit. Look down, look up. Just kind of loosen up the neck here. And exhale. Back to center. Reach the arms wide. And hands to hips. Bring that left foot in. Let's do this on the right. Extend the right leg out to the side. Right foot is flat, and the outer foot's really trying to ground in, just like in our standing poses. Inhale, lift the arms. Tuck the tailbone, lift both hip points on the front of the pelvis. And then exhale, bring that right arm to slide down the outer shin. Left arm comes up by the ear. And you're inhaling, looking underneath the arm. Exhaling, twist a little deeper. So as we twist, we're rotating the left chest towards the ceiling, and the right shoulder is coming downward. And turn the neck, look down at the right foot, up at the ceiling. Just want a nice stretch to open up the neck space. Shoulders down. And then inhale back to center, reach the arms wide. Exhale, hands to heart center, and come to tabletop once more. It's a super sunny day, so hopefully you can see my mat somewhat. I'm going to adjust the curtains. Let's make our way to downward facing dog. Rocking back on the balls of the feet. Really pressing through the thumb and forefinger, externally rotating the hands. Pedal those feet out, keeping a wide sacrum. Chest and neck are descending soft. Warming up. And then come to plank here. Exhale, bend the knees and just hover the knees, not touching the ground. Inhale back to plank. Exhale, hover the knees. Elbows back. Reach, look forward. Inhale to plank. Rock, bend that right knee. Come to supported Vinyasa on the right. Inhale, open the heart. Press into that right shin. Tuck the right hip under. Lift the chest. Exhale, back to plank pose. Come forward, chaturanga. Take a little cobra here. Reaching the chest forward, elbows back, shoulders back. And exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Allow those feet, rotate the outer shoulders down, biceps towards the ceiling. Nice and long in the spine. Inhale, come forward to plank. Look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, hover. Reach the chest forward, elbows back. This is bear pose. Inhale, back to plank. Lift those hips. Exhale, bend the knees. Tuck the tailbone, lift the abs. Reach the chest forward, last breath. Back to plank, and then drop the left knee, come to the instep of the right foot, open up that right arm, and draw the shoulders down the back as you Lift and lengthen the low back, keeping the sacrum long, tucking the tailbone. Find your grounding here. So it's a little bit of a balance as you press into that left shin and left hand. Good, and exhale. Take a vinyasa here. So you can do knees, chest, chin, or plank, chaturanga, looking forward. Moving that chest forward, bringing the umbilicus to the thumbs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the chest, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees and hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway. Feel the breath, feel the body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, a little micro bend of the knees. Open the heart to the ceiling, the sky, reach the arms up. And exhale, find your mountain pose. Grounding through the heels, weight even from the instep, the big toe mound, to the outer heel. And the feet are parallel to the outer edges of the mat. Get nice and long, like you're doing a handstand, but you're standing normally. And inhale, let's come into chair, bend back, sit back, reach forward. Really use the strength of the lower abdomen, the lower back muscles to press the whole chest forward. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway, lengthen, prepare. Exhale, hover down, place the hands, and hop or step to plank. If you're hopping, you're coming with bent arms in chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, reach the right leg back. Open up the hip. Bend the knee, reach the toes to the left. Circle the knee slightly, giving some hip rotations. And then the other way. Breathing through that psoas. And then lower the right shoulder. Inhale. Lift the hips. Exhale. Pull the knee in. And place the knee to touch the right elbow. Touch the left elbow. Touch the right elbow. And then back to three-legged dog. Lower the right leg. Inhale. Bring the left leg back behind you. Open up the hip. Same thing. Reaching the toes away. Let the hip open a bit so that left shoulder is going to come up. And then circle the knee. Just paying attention to the body's weight on the three limbs here. Other way. Circle that knee. And then lower the left shoulder. Reach the left leg long, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull that knee in. Squeeze it, raise it to the left elbow. Right elbow to top. Left elbow. And back to three-legged. Downward facing dog. Walk those hands back. Grab opposite elbows, drop the head. Forward fold here. Let the head be heavy. Lift the backs of the legs. Lift the sits bones. Reach the elbows further. Weight is balanced on the center of the sole of the foot. Breath is calm. Mind is calm. One last breath here. Exhale. Walk it back to downward facing dog. Bring the feet together. And let's take a sirsasanas variation with the foot under in plank. So right leg back. Exhale, pull the knee in. Instep left foot, shoot the right out from under. Reach the arm, and you can hover that right foot, or you can let it come to the floor. Either way, press into the hips. External rotation of the right shoulder, lifting the abdomen, lifting the left oblique, right oblique. Exhale, bend that knee, three-legged dog, and return to down dog. Let's try this on the other side. Inhale, left leg long. Exhale, squeeze it forward. Come to the instep of the right, shoot the left out, open, hips up, arm up. Squeeze, lift. Can you get a little higher? Take a pause and then re-engage. Lift the right hip. Exhale, pull that left knee in. Center. Come to three-legged dog. And downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Take a vinyasa here. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale for 2 breaths here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward. Press the hips to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to chair pose. Reaching for something that you really want in the future. Hips back. Squeeze the thighs together. Go a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower. I challenge you. And then let it all go. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, let's move into, we've got some of our core, we got our blood moving. Let's get into some more dynamic foundational asana. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, nice long spine, prepare. Exhale, place the hands, hop or step back, vinyasa. Making our way to down dog. Feel the difference already from your first down dog to now. Inhale, lift the right leg. Sweep it forward, warrior one on the right side. Reach those arms up. Lift the chest. Pull everything into the back body. Weight is distributed towards the left outer heel. But then the heart, in this warrior stance, the heart is free. The heart is what's coming forward here. How can we bring more of that courage into our life? Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Open up those arms. Get into that right bent knee, but then also be widening the left hip out, externally rotating the back leg, spreading those arms. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle here. Left arm comes by the ear. And I have my right elbow on my thigh, which is already feeling pretty easy since we've been doing this the past 2 weeks. So let's slide that right hand down to grab the ankle or to rest on a block. And get a little bit deeper than we normally would. Level 3, you can bring your right arm by your ear. Did some core work already, so pull that belly button in, tuck that tailbone. Last breath. Exhale. Take a vinyasa here. Keeping it super basic in this first Surya Namaskar. Inhale, left leg back. Sweep it forward. Come to warrior one on the left side. Back into that right outer heel. Lift the chest. And rotate the body so that we're really leading with our heart from the center. So yes, the left hip's coming back, the right hip's coming forward. But then it's really that heart center that's blasting through. Lifting the heart, lifting the diaphragm. Exhale, warrior two. Bend the left knee. So both hips are externally rotated. Your knees tracking over second, third toe. That keeps the knees safe. Left hip's coming down as the inner thighs coming up. And then also the back leg is rotating externally as well. Spread the arms, spread the heart. Get lighter. Reverse. Reach behind you, left arm by the ear. And then exhale, let's do a side angle here. Say hello to our side angle, right bicep by ear. And keep those strong warrior two legs. Abdomen in, tuck the tail. Take the arm variation you took on the other side. So you put that left arm down to the ankle. If you're wanting more core, lift the left arm by the ear. 2 more breaths here. Rotate, elongate, energize, and exhale, take a vinyasa. We are unwinding our nerves and energizing our whole body through yoga. Open up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Find your breath here. Inhale, right leg back. Bring it forward. Let's come into triangle. Left foot flat. Pinwheel the arms open. Hands on hips. Front heel intersects back arch. And let's hinge the hips to the left. Lengthen the right side of the body. And squeeze the kneecaps up into the legs. And you can squeeze the kneecaps up and still keep a micro bend in your knee. That even gets even longer into the limbs. If you can reach peace fingers to big toe, awesome. For my Ashtanga folks, if you want to just keep hand on the shin, looking up at the left hand if it feels good for the neck. Good. Exhale, let's balance this out. Left hand on hip. Bend that right knee, hop up. Right hand comes outside the pinky toe to a block, or even if you can balance without the right fingers. So wherever you want, you can also take the bind, grabbing the top foot. I'm going more for balance here. Good. And exhale, step it all the way back to warrior two. Oh, my mat is not sticking today. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, take a vinyasa here. Upward facing dog, lift the collarbones, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg back. Sweep it forward, left wrist. Right heel down, pinwheel the arms, let's do triangle here. Scooch that right ball of the foot in so you have traction and it's lining up with the front heel. Hinge the hips to the right, and then lengthen out the left arm. Again, lifting those quadriceps, but you can also keep a little micro bend as you engage the kneecaps. And that can help to bring the chest even longer over the leg, up to rotate, up to the right arm. Find that strength in the legs, the spinal column. And then let's float with it. Right hand on hip, bend the left knee. Open up to half moon. And the left hand comes 45 degrees outside the pinky toe. And then we open the chest. You can go for balance, getting lighter in the fingers, lifting up through the core, through the low abdomen, or taking a bind. And make sure you reach through the chest. And then exhale, bend the left knee, reach the right foot all the way back. Big step back. Open to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Take a vinyasa here. We're facing. Now we're facing God. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Sink back into your down dog. Heels away. Inhale, right leg long. Sweep it forward to the right wrist. Warrior two. Open up the arms here. Sit deeply into that right hip. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Bring that right hand down inside of the right foot. Optional block here inside the right foot. And then bring the knee to touch the upper shoulder. And as you do that, swing the hips to the left. Engage that core. Then bring this into a bind. So left hand's going to come back of the hand behind the waist. And then right hand is going to swing thumb side counterclockwise, slicing up to grab the left hand. And even if it doesn't grab it and you just have the back of the hand on the outer thigh or the backs of the hands just helping to open the chest, open the chest. Right hip in, left inner thigh engaged. Good. And for those who want to come into triangle, keep the bind, straighten that right leg, drop the head, drop the neck, balanced triangle here. If this is, just go super slow, I believe in you, but if it's still too difficult or there's some catch, then come to regular triangle. Exhale. Bend the right knee, warrior two, open up the arms. Star pose, strengthen the legs, lengthen them, heel toe the right foot out. Hands to hips, lift the chest. Exhale, take a clasp behind the back, roll the shoulders up and over the head. Come into wide-legged forward fold here. Let the hands drop behind you. Sometimes it's nice to have a strap to help with that. Lifting the sits bones, descending the chest even further towards the thighs, towards the floor. Eventually our hands will even get to touch the ground. Inhale, release, hand under the shoulders, come up. Exhale, wind your hands to the left. So let's come into warrior two on the left side. Open up the arms. Sink into that left hip. External rotation of the right. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Bring that left hand to a block or to the floor inside the left foot. My right hand can be on my hip, so find your grounding there. Pull the left hamstring back into the right heel and lengthen the chest. Glue that knee to the upper arm, swing the hips to the right, and then right hand, top hand, can come bent arm to the low back. Left hand can slice upward so the back of the hand touches the outer thigh or reaches to grab the right wrist. So find a nice space for yourself to feel the difference in this bind. Moving towards binds. Keep that left knee bent. Lengthen the chest. Revolve. And then those of you who want to lengthen the left leg, still keeping that bind. Just release the hamstring, let the head be soft, neck, chest be soft. And you can come into a bound triangle from here, or regular triangle if that's more consistent for you. Good. Good. And then bend that left knee, undo the bind, open up the arms, pinwheel to warrior two. Hands to hips, heel toe the left foot in to square the outer edge of the mat. And we'll do wide-legged forward fold with our head on the ground. So inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands inside the midline between the arches of the feet. And then palm is pressing upward as you bring your top of your head to the ground. You might have to heel toe your feet wider to get the top of your head to the ground. Once you have contact, lift the shoulders, lift the hips. Everything in the back body goes up. Good. And then wind your way back to the top of your mat. Take a vinyasa here, lowering down slowly with the breath. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Good. Inhale, right leg back. Sweep it forward to a low lunge on the right side. Look up. Exhale the left to meet it. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And reach up. Good, let's come to the top of our mat, and if you need a strap for this next one, we're going to come to our one-legged finger-to-toe pose. The Sanskrit name is very long, and I will memorize it soon for you. Okay, so with the strap in the right hand, we're going to, just in case you need it, I don't need it, so I'm going to demonstrate it without. So right hand on the hip, bend that left knee, and take peace fingers to big toe mount, and then press the heel in front of you. So if you have that strap, you can grab any old end and just wrap it around the ball of the foot. But if you do that, you have to engage your quadricep as if you had the toe hold. The quadriceps engaged, the hamstring is lifted and stretching. And then let's open that out to the left side, looking over the right shoulder. Drop the left hip, lengthen the chest. So whether you have the toe hold or the strap, drop the left hip, lift the chest. Keep contact with that leg. Exhale, bring it back to center. And we're going to hold it by releasing the strap on our grip. Lift the arms, hold, and exhale, switch sides. Walk it out with the right foot. You might need to circle it a little. All those little muscles that get atrophied in shoes are kind of coming alive, calves coming alive. So switch sides. One side might be easier than the other or harder than the other. So if you need a strap, have that ready. Anchor in. Left leg is heavy. Lift the chest. Bend the right knee. Grab peace fingers to big toe. And slowly work your way to a straight leg. I'm going straight from the side here. Dropping the right hip. Squeezing the quads. Lifting the chest. If you have the strap, let's open it to the right. Both parties lift the left shoulder. Reach. A lot of low ab work here. Exhale back to center. Lift the chest. We're going to hold it in 3, 2, 1. Raise the arms. Hold the leg just where it was. And exhale down. Good. So wanted to get a little bit of balance in there. Take your strap. Let's do something fun really quick. So take your strap, bend the right knee, and bring the strap to the top of the foot and wrap it behind you so that you can basically grab your foot behind you with the right knee bent. Okay? And then from here, you're going to bring your strap on your top of your shoulder like you're holding a backpack. And this may be as far as you go. And you're kind of working that right leg long. You're getting that stretch. For those who want to bring the biceps by the ears, grab both hands on the strap and come to dancer's pose. Press into the top of the foot into the strap, elbows away, lengthen the chest as the low back lengthens, and you can come into this. Let's spend 2 more breaths here. Just a visit and a stretch to the quads, to the chest. Good. Exhale, release. Thought, why not? We're here. We may as well do something cool. Bend the left knee. Place the strap over the top of the left foot. And then grab it with the left hand. Sling it over your shoulder like a continental soldier. Do your ears hang low? No. And this may be as far as you go. You got your backpack. Your left leg is lengthening. You can bring your knees together. Lengthen the top of the left thigh. If you want to work this a little bit more into a nice juicy stretch and strengthen, bring those elbows up, biceps by the ears. Lift the chest and then press the top of the foot into the strap as you walk your hands up the strap and create resistance between the foot and your hands. You can hinge forward. Just a visit here for a few breaths. I want us to feel comfortable with our balance, knowing that our breath is a very vital part of that. And it just feels nice. So be in the feeling of it. Good. And exhale, release. You saw I almost tripped out of there. You can always come out of something. Have faith that your body will catch you. Okay, you can put your strap away for now. Let's come to the top of our mat. Make our way to bird of paradise. Okay, let's open up the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, prepare, engage. Bring the hands down, hop or step to chaturanga or plank. Vinyasa here. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, right leg back. Sweep it forward to right wrist. Let's do warrior two. Open up the arms. Sink into those heels. Reverse your warrior. And then exhale, come to your bind here. So side angle pose. Left arm behind the waist. Right upper shoulder glued to inner knee. And find that little bind if you need some straps. So this is for those who want to do bird of paradise, okay? You can still do side angle, still do half moon. Okay, look down, glue that right shoulder and knee together, and then step the left foot forward and come to tippy toes of the right. Stand on that left foot, lift the right knee next to you. Woo. Do this on a day that your mat is sticking to the ground. And then extend the right heel if you have the bind. So it's just something fun to play with the mind a bit, to play with balance. And you can come down as you wish. So I'll demonstrate again. Left foot forward, tippy toe to the right. Squeeze the knee in, rotate the chest to the left. Oh goodness, I'm not doing good at demonstrating this. Okay, let's take a vinyasa. We all have our good tennis days and our bad tennis days. Even in yoga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let's take this to the left side. Left leg back. Sweep it forward to the left wrist. Open up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Lower down, take that bind. Left hand, karate chops up. Grabs that right fingertip or wrist. Find your balance here. Revolve the chest. Squeeze shoulder to knee. Okay, and then you can kind of toggle between your, just go weight between 2 feet as I'm demonstrating here. And once you feel good, pop that right foot to the top of the mat and then stand on it, bringing that tippy toe to the left. There we go. Good. Okay, so chest is lifted. You can lengthen that left leg out. Strong standing leg. Core is really on fire here. Core, 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 core. Exhale. Gently place the left foot down. Open the right foot back. Release the bind. And we'll come to our vinyasa. Frame the left foot. Lower down. Upward facing and downward facing. Good. Let's come into child's pose. Bend the knees. Seat to heels. So even if you didn't necessarily go full throttle, I like to bring in these balancing postures like Bird of Paradise because it does everything. You have the bind, you have the twist, you have the lengthening, you have the balance. And so going there, whether you just stayed in that side angle or you maybe came into a bound half moon, some kind of version that felt good to you, if you're not level 2, 3, or you're not going to that full extent, that is super awesome. You should be proud of yourself we're going to your edge today. That's like keeps us lifted for the whole day and even beyond. Centering your breath here. Let's make our way to some forward folds. Scooch those feet and sit to a straddle, bringing your left heel into the right and then the right leg out long. We'll come to a janu sirsasanas because I feel like this gets at a lot of the muscle groups we just did in our bird of paradise. So walk the hands over to the left, over that left leg, the bent one, and look behind you, sort of a prep twist, and reach the right heel long. We're going to keep this shape in janu by gently leaning back towards the right thigh, and then the forearm, top of the forearm is going to slide towards the right foot, grab the inside of the toe, left hand's going to come up and over the head, and we're going to keep rotating that chest up to the ceiling in our janu sirsasanas. Engage by pressing the left heel into the right inner thigh, and that's going to help rudder, for lack of a better word or verb, the whole torso. Really fire up the torso, really get it to move in deeper ways. This feels great on the obliques, on the hips, hip flexors. Last couple breaths. Good. And exhale, unwind. Bring the hands to either side of the right foot. Lift and lengthen the chest. And then exhale, walk the hands out, and then grab the foot or grab a strap. And let's just come with more of the chest lying over our right thigh. So sit bones are back, right quad is engaged, reaching the chest forward. See if you can, in fact, bring the center of the abdomen long over top the right thigh. As you soften the gaze, soften the chest. Enjoy where you're going, where you're headed. Good, and exhale, gently come up. And the left hand comes back, lift the hips, reach the right arm by the ear. Little counter pose here. And exhale down. Another time, inhale, lift the hips, reach the arm. And last one, inhale, lift the hips, reach away. And exhale, switch sides. Right heel in, left leg long. Press that right heel into the inner thigh. Extend the left heel firmly. Walk the hands over to the right and look over that right shoulder. So it's like we're taking this elementary twist first. Bringing the abdomen out, lengthening out of the head. And then exhale, start to lean towards the left. Bring the forearm to slide on the floor to grab the big toe mount. Keeping that chest revolved towards the right, reach the arm up and over the head. And then press into that right heel to really get that stretch and that twist through the obliques. Through the side body. Sits bones back, engage that left quad. Last couple breaths here. Breathe into any tight spaces. Release and lengthen. Inhale, let's come up. Gently with the arms. And then turn our chest over to the left. Walk the hands out on either side of the left leg. And you can either grab the strap or grab either side of your foot or whatever bind that you had on the other side, do it on the left side here. Press into that right heel. Lift the chest. See if you can bring the abdomen to the left as you lower and soften from the inside. Again, left quads engaged, sits bones back, and that's going to help to lengthen the upper body. Last couple breaths here. And exhale, gently come out. And let's rock onto our backs and do a couple rocks actually. So you can bring your hands to behind your knees and grab your knees together, or rock side to side, or rock forward and back. However feels good for you. Pulling in the low abdomen, massaging the spine. Good. And then from here, let's rock all the way back. Feet on the mat. Let's come into a little bridge counter pose here. Roll those shoulder blades under the chest. Inhale, lift the hips. And you can grab the hands into a clasp and then press through the heels, inner thighs down. Reach the hips a bit higher. Bring that weight to the top of the shoulders. And notice the breath here. Exhale, lower down. And you can windshield wiper the knees. And we'll take another like that. You can take the clasp the weird way, rolling the shoulders under, and stepping on the hands. Press into those heels. Lift the pelvis. Engage those quads, glutes. And bring the weight onto the tops of the shoulders. From here, you can bend the elbows and place the heel of the hand underneath the pelvis. Just kind of rock side to side, place one hand, and then you can lift one leg, and then the other. And then the other. You can come down from the bridge. Basically, I wanted us to seamlessly come into shoulder stand, a shoulder stand prep. So whether you had your hands in the pelvis and you were reaching your legs long, you can also press with the hands to lift the hips, bending the elbows to catch the hips there. So just come to a nice inversion that feels good. For a full shoulder stand, you're going to bring the heel of the hand up the body more. Hips are going to be over shoulders. And working a straight shape up and down, reaching the toes away. Tops of the shoulders, no pressure on the neck. Take a few more breaths here. Eventually lowering the legs into plow pose, arms out in a clasp, hips over shoulders, tops of the feet touch the mat. And then exhaling knee to ear. And eventually coming to fish pose, rolling out the vertebrae very slowly, bringing the tailbone to the thumbs, lowering the legs, and then once the legs touch, lift the chest, roll to the top of the head. Open up the mouth, stick the root of the tongue out across the eyes, lion's breath. One more time, inhale deeply, cross the eyes, reach the root of the tongue, open the jaw. You do that as many times as you need to just get the jaw tension in the eyes and the forehead, the head be heavy. And then gently roll to your backs, open up the palms, and it's a nice segue into our Shavasana here. Roll the shoulder blades underneath a little bit. If you need to make other adjustments with legs or knees or something to help you feel more comfortable, go ahead. We'll close our eyes and let our bodies be soft and receptive to the earth. Letting our breath recede into our chest. Keeping a soft inward gaze. All of that energy of our face and our muscles and our forehead, our brain, all of that just receding into a rested, still, unencumbered place. No movement. Just the washing and tides of the breath. Soft mind, soft heart. As we feel surrounded and held here, knowing that we belong to ourselves, we belong to God. So much evidence of miracles in our life. So much evidence of love that's here for us, that we can be grateful for. Embodying that evidence, that manifestation. And I encourage you to rest here for few minutes longer. Letting the body re-equilibrate, smooth out tension, coming to know itself as still, receptive, healed. So I'll sign off for now. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.